fix the weed. Not working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this flock. When you
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw, it's Allen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. That is caught. It's Perriman. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Allen now on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Allen going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
46. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
There you go. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or division. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Prescott from the gun. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal performance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, Michel trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Here's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Elliott, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Prescott now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And the Bills getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget. Did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once
he netted him 3, 2nd and 7.
Leopard!
Yeah.
Gone!
Allen. And a hit, John.
I know your tricks, man.
It's incomplete.
I know your tricks.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how
I'm
about
worried
the
about that,
execution
too.
of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
I know that.
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
You see it. Oh.
A
You
very
can't
good
juke
return
no
there.
more on the
Give
phone
him
time
an
than
even
the juke
20
time.
yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. An NFL update during the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Dude, dog, I shouldn't have to tell them where to go.
29.
Go by yourself.
That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
He a real Red Fox.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Allen going to drop this off to McCoy.
Oh, then they call face mask.
Brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Way to help him out,
Certainly
man.
looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Good! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
Fumble.
He lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout.
Come on, man.
With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has caught it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on
the Seahawks got tanking.
It's in the game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
He won the Super Bowl last year. All of a sudden, the guy that was the Saints is his friend.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation
all of a sudden,
as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd down, Prescott. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah, I got to play for his ass. I might give you this play so you can run against him.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47th. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
When I got my team, it was the beginning of the
3
season.
on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott.
Touchdown. The good guys.
Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
DeMarcus Lawrence got, I think, 18 seconds.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I know what I'm doing working because
I'm beating him. Down right at the 20.
I beat J.D.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the
2K. All 3 of them won Super Bowls.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Allen looks to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. He's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, O doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
You playing your game?
Detroit!
They do not good, huh?
On second down, here's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big gain there for the Bills. 39 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now Allen again. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Come on,
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Detroit!
Allen operating from the gun. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
It should be
This
someone in the
offense
bed.
in
Or
desperate
he
need
took
of
it
a
in there.
conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And
Don't see if it's in there.
Is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
God,
He's got 9
man.
points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them.
Hold
That
on.
gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
Come on, man.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get
Lay down.
together and figure out what's
Lay down
stalling
by
their
Bubba.
drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop
get
him
picked
behind
up.
the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
I don't know who Moon is.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles. But you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable on picking up.
Touchdown. Take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Prescott to throw this time. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out come the Bills. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
What they do, they fast though, I think.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And they ain't got no other bet, just 5.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson. Never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Allen gonna throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Allen. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side.
Stay down.
And hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Finally beat this nigga, dog. Yeah.
Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
He's like
people really enjoyed this game.
Trey, but like a little bit shorter than number 22.
Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley.
For
what we saw on this one.
For the Trojans.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home day next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Hell no. They say Warriors 92-50 at halftime. The Bulls.
Hell, 92-50 hit. I'm a head still.
Well, the score now is 125-89. The start of the 4th quarter. Good team win, fellas.
They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. Wake them up. Wake up. The champions in. Champion. We won't back in. Wipe my sins.
This was actually one game I said, hey, I might can lose this game.
They sleep again. We wake them up.
That defensive tackle Tank drafted though is cold.
Wake up. The cake up.
He already up there 86 overall. Yeah. Randall Gregory don't play for me. I have a couple of players don't play. Taco Charleston don't play. We gotta just come off that edge and hit his ass in the backfield. Man, Heath don't play for me either. On the cool, I might need to drop the safety.
I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him.
I'm not gonna go ahead and sign that.
Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. With some animal, yeah, with some goblins. Man to man, we gon' cover you.
I don't wanna gamble, man. I don't wanna gamble, nigga don't come in.
I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back in. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up.
Damn.
Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We won't back in.
Man, I'm 82, dog.
Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends.
Ooh. If Moon beats Shooter, it's gonna be a 3-way tie. Everybody will be 8-2 in our division. And I still gotta pay the Redskins twice, and then I still gotta pay the Giants.
I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, one person to 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get on. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do.
I'm 8-2. I'm in 7th place in the conference.
I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name. We won't back in. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends.
You gonna tell me good things?
They sleep again.
I'm about to be killed.
Reggie Burkhead. Come on, he didn't even have him. He had no safety beat. And cover 2, no safety beat. Golden Tate running the seam route. Vontez Burfict beat Golden Tate down the field and caught the ball over the shoulder for interception.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist.
Oh shit, I'm still